people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a gorgeous day wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I'm currently sat with my iced coffee and I'm currently sat surrounded by total carnage. I just take a quick video of my phone just so you can see what we're contending with. Before I sort my life out that's currently underneath me in a total mess, giving me a little bit of OCD anxiety, I thought I could show you everything that I have been sent because I know you guys are going to love it as well. This isn't an ad, this part of the video has not been sponsored, however, I have been sent these items to take with me on a very exciting PR trip that you and I are going on this week. That is to Bovey Castle in Dartmoor in Devon. I'm so excited. But as this video goes on, I will talk to you all about that. But first of all, Fairfax Favor haul. I've also got some other really lovely items that I want to show you as well. And I hope you love this video. Also, if you're new here, hi, my name is Scarlet and I would be so grateful if you were to stick around on my YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button as well as the like button, of course, if you enjoyed this video. I post my videos every single Sunday at 5:30. But anyway, waffle over and let the Fairfax Favor haul commence. Starting with one of the newest members of the family of the Windsor handbags. This is the beach bag. Also comes in a mini size, but this is the larger size in the tan leather. Totally stunning and absolute wardrobe classic for the summer. She's got loads of room. She also has a crossbody strap as well. Bring her up closer so you can have a closer look at all of her beautiful details. Of course, signature to Fairfax Favor, the gold crest, and of course the tassel too. And also signature to Fairfax Favor's Windsor handbags, the magnetic clasp. There's loads of room in there for all of your essentials for your gorgeous day out. She also has a zippable compartment as well for all of your valuables. Totally stunning and will be on my arm for the majority of the summer. Next up we have the Thornham sandals in the tan leather. These are the shoe of the summer. I actually just mentioned this on my reel as well, that most of us have different tastes, different opinions and style, etc. But when it comes to a classic shoe, I think we can pretty much all agree this style of shoe would fit in everybody's wardrobe. A true classic investment piece of which, if you were to look after them properly, they are going to last for years and years to come. As we know with Fairfax Favor, it is a beautiful Great British brand made with the finest luxury leather, the most beautiful gold hardware, and of course signature to Fairfax Favor again, the gold crest. And if you opted for the tan leather as well, this is of course going to go with every colour in your wardrobe. And then inside the last blue box delivery is something that's very exciting to me, because I have spent all summer trying to find the perfect beige handbag. Have just had to have a slight coughing break, which is just wonderful. If you watched last week's video, I was coming down with something and I stopped over the last weekend, had a really chilled one, and I think everything sort of caught up with me. Had a very bad cough, and although I feel 100% better in myself, I do still have a slight cough, so I'm having to take little breaks every now and then. Even went to Bicester and I searched in every single store and couldn't find something that I really loved. Now my criteria list was cream or beige, beautiful enough to wear on special occasions, to have a top handle and a crossbody option, and to be small and dainty but also large enough to fit my camera, my phone, all of the daily essentials that I need to take to events. So we welcome the Mini Loxley in. And before I show her to you more closely, let's go through the criteria. Cream or beige, check. Top handle, check. Crossbody option, check. Small and dainty, check. And space for phone, camera and daily essentials, check. She's perfect. So up close and personal, again, a beautiful leather. This is absolutely stunning. I'm also a gold hardware girly as well, so everything for me is just perfect. That's how she opens up, so she's totally secure. From the inside, there is just the perfect amount of room for it to be a small handbag, but still fit the essentials. And I just love her. And so that is my Fairfax Favor haul, including all of the gorgeous items that I am going to be taking to Bovey Castle with me tomorrow. We are going to also be packing together on this video as well, so I can show you everything that I'm taking. Let's talk about perfect timing. The postman's just been, and another item that I'm going to be taking to Bovey Castle with me has also just arrived. This one is from Hicks & Brown. And if you don't know, sit tight and get to know. So Hicks & Brown is the most gorgeous company, and they are predominantly known for their fedora hats. And so sticking totally on brand, today I have received a fedora hat, and she's beautiful. Now all of the beautiful hats available on Hicks & Brown's website are totally handcrafted, which makes each piece even more special, but the quality of these hats really speak for themselves, and not only can you see the incredible craftsmanship, but you can really feel it in the quality as well. These hats are second to none when it comes to quality and also for their lasting power as well. I've had my OG Hicks & Brown hat for years and years and years, and it is still totally pristine and just as perfect as the day that I bought it. So now in my opinion, this is the perfect summer hat. Oh, just look how beautiful she is, and gold hardware as well. Couldn't be any more perfect for me. So here she is up close and personal. I've gone for the gorgeous cream fedora with the top ribbon, just so you can have a quick sneak peek at what she looks like on as well. I'm not sat in front of a mirror, so no idea what I actually look like or what the hair's doing, but it fits perfectly. She feels super, super comfortable, and yes, she is a she. I'm already calling her a she, but I love it. But also, if we're going to talk about perfect pairings, I just suddenly thought, how incredible. Timeless, classy, chic, everything else in between. I just said on my reel as well, this is like the peak of summer chic. This really is just the whole thing. So anyway, that is my Hicks & Brown and Fairfax Favor items, and I have also, probably just got hat hair as well at this point, but I've also, just super quickly, like super quickly, a bit of a mind-blowing moment. I've just received PR from It Cosmetics, and if you know me and you watch my content, you know my love, my utter devotion, total obsession with the It Cosmetics CC Cream Serum. And also this brush as well, which is just my utter favourite thing in the whole entire world. It's a dual-ended foundation and concealer brush. It is from It Cosmetics, and it is just the best thing ever. I bought mine myself about 6, maybe 7 years ago, maybe even longer than that. It's still in perfect condition, and I use it near enough every single day. The OG CC cream is just the best thing in the entire world, and they've sent me 2 new ones. So the OG is factor 50, these are both factor 40. This is the matte one, so perfect if you've got either sort of a combination or more oily skin type. And this is the glow, which is definitely going to be more for me. I definitely have more of a normal to dry skin type. Full coverage, medium coverage, matte finish, glowy finish. Obviously I haven't tried these yet, but the OG is the best thing in the whole entire planet, so I can only imagine that these are going to be just as good. So I will leave them linked in the description box for you guys as well in case you wanted to try, but I will also leave the OG one linked because it is the best. It's the best thing ever, I can't deny it. So anyway, rambling over, let's begin. And it's me again, waffling away as per usual, but once again this morning I am doing another reel / TikTok, but this time for Opoly dresses, and I thought actually you guys might really like to see them as well. I promise I won't go on and on and on, but I thought I would try them on for you. But obviously you can't see the full length, so I'll insert the TikTok clip here for you guys. This is the first dress, and I'm obsessed. I feel like a Disney princess wearing this. I've also got a strapless bra underneath this, and I'm gonna leave the bra linked actually because they are the best strapless bras ever. So discreet, supportive. They're around the £30 mark as well, but they last for that price as well, so they'll be in the description box. Now the second one definitely needs an iron and a steam because it has just come out of the bag. I won't do that until I've decided if I'm keeping dresses or not, so you are just gonna have to deal with this one being a little bit creased. This dress, oh my gosh. This is the back, this is the front, the colour. The last one I felt like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. This time I feel like Cinderella. And it's a real shame I've not done my hair nicely because this is a princess moment. It really is, it's beautiful. And also in this dress, I'm not wearing a bra. The girls are supported and they're there and they're doing their thing and they look. This is a dress. This is a great dress. Next dress is the same again, just in pink. What do we think? Which colour do we prefer? Again, it's desperate for a steam and an iron, but now Sleeping Beauty vibes. I feel like I'm going through all of the princesses at this point. You're gonna have to let me know which is your favourite in the comments because I don't know what to keep, I don't know what to send back, I'm not sure which is my favourite colour. I just feel like a bit of a princess in the way that everything's working around here. I'm really liking. I think the next dress might be one of my favourites. It's beautiful. I am having to watch for the odd nip slip though, so definitely I would advise wearing nipple covers with this one and or boob tape just to keep everything in place. But this is beautiful. It's linen, it's floral. It hugs in at the waist, it gives that sort of hourglass effect, but it's really feminine, it's so pretty and just totally gorgeous. This dress is a little mini number, definitely sized down in this one though. This one is quite big. It's quite big on my waist and quite big and also quite big on my chest area, so definitely sized down in this one, but it's gorgeous. Again, it's white linen, could do with an iron, I know. I will definitely be returning this one because it is just a little bit big, but again, it's really, really cute. So great for the everyday as well. I'd like to say it's only a couple of hours later, but somebody please tell me why it's now 9 o'clock and I'm only now just beginning to pack. Anyway, this is bag 1. I actually dread to think how many bags I'm going to be taking. I should maybe take a suitcase, but do I take a suitcase? Then I've got to go out to the garage and there's spiders in the garage. Light bulb moment, I actually still have my travel suitcase from the Taylor Swift tour in the house. Now I'm going to try and fit everything in here and into a travel size suitcase, as in like a carry-on, and see how we get on. Things first, there are tennis courts there and everybody that is going tomorrow is Tennessee. The reasons that we're going to Bovey Castle tomorrow is also to do with the POB hotels and the Summer of Sport celebrations. So I had a very basic Amazon purchase of a tennis racket, which has seen me through the last few months that I've been playing, but it was time for an upgrade. And I'd like to say she's expensive, but I'm a horse girl. This is a much cheaper sport, I must admit. So anyway, I do have a nice sexy new tennis racket, so that is coming with me tomorrow. I've not actually played with her yet, so hoping I like her. But she's in the bag, that's the first item. I think I've just spent about 10 minutes telling you about the first item that I'm packing, so we're off to a great start. Turns out being lazy is the best thing in the whole entire world, so now I didn't need to go to the garage on my own and get covered in the spiders. I'd be lying if I didn't say I had 3 outfit options to wear for tennis tomorrow. I know that's really shameful, but I do. I've got 2 white sports bras, which are basically the same. Why I need to pack 2, I don't know, but I did tell you I have a problem when it comes to overpacking, and I really do. Also got a pair of brown Lululemon line leggings, and then to match, I've got a new purchase from Vinted. I've got a new thing for Vinted. I can't help myself. I've never really shopped on Vinted or Depop before. Now I just have a thing for buying cardigans, basically. So I've got a really nice chocolatey brown. So I've got a really nice chocolate brown Ralph Lauren cardi that's just come out the wash, and it smells heavenly because it literally arrived like 2 or 3 days ago. So option 1. Option 2, I think I'm possibly, I know it sounds really awful, a little bit insecure to wear, just purely because I've only recently made it back to the gym and my legs have got a little bit of jiggle. Like, we're not super toned, and I know life's too short to worry about that, but I do worry about that. So I do have a tennis dress. This one's from Tala. It is really lovely. It's got a built-in support bra, so I wouldn't need the other 2 bras that I've packed for the day. I'm gonna see how I feel. I think if it's super sunny, I won't. If it's cloudy, then I might, because I feel like you can't see the jiggle in the grey, if that makes sense. It's only visible and the sun just makes everything look a lot worse. And then to go with that, I have got another Vinted purchase of another cable knit cardi from Ralph Lauren. So they're my 3 outfits for tennis. Yup. Now added a 3rd cardigan to the mixture for the outfit tomorrow for tennis. Anyway, now moving on to the main suitcase. You saw me earlier try on the yellow dress from Polly. I think I'm going to take that for dinner tomorrow night. And then Nat and I are going quite bougie to breakfast on the Thursday morning. We both have these matching Holland Cooper dresses, except from hers is in the black, which I also love. It's definitely on my wish list next, actually, as I feel like the black is the perfect dress to take you through from season to season. I need to pack that. I then also need to think about some different options for dinner tomorrow night. Oh, it's all going on. I'm so annoyed with myself because I'm in the most indecisive mood in the world. I think because it's late and I haven't done this yet, and I just think, like, what am I packing, what am I doing, and I just can't think straight. I have 3 bikini options. Prob's gonna spend all of about half an hour in the spa. 3 bikinis. Now, have I just tried on every single outfit in my wardrobe? Pretty much, yeah, I have. Because I thought to myself, well, what if I get there tomorrow and I don't want to wear the yellow dress? What do I do then? Obviously, I've come back to the classic Skims dress. I'm gonna leave it linked, guys. Honestly, when you own this dress, you can dress it up, you can dress it down. It is just, it's the go-to. Yes, time to get back into my cozy wear now because I'm hot, and at least I've got enough. Good morning, everybody. It is a bright, fresh, sunny day, and I am on my way to Bovey Castle, which is actually a total lie. I'm on my way to go and meet everybody else that lives 15 minutes further up country than me, and then we are all off to Bovey Castle. Feeling a lot better today. I'm not really coughing that much. But anyway, I have 3 bags packed for a 24-hour trip. 3 heavy bags, 3 full to the brim bags. And as I'm driving along, I've already sort of gone back twice thinking, oh, I've forgotten this, oh, I've forgotten that. And now I'm sort of halfway to where I'm going. And although I packed the whole kitchen sink and everything else in between, I've forgotten my phone charger and my camera charger and things like that. So that's really wonderful. Anyway, Bovey Castle, I am so excited. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a 5-star hotel. It's in Dartmoor in Devon, and we are honestly just going to have the best time. We have a full itinerary of tennis, archery, afternoon tea, a gorgeous dinner this evening. We're going to have a lovely spa morning there tomorrow. I've got a treatment booked at 11 in the morning, which I'm really excited for. And it's just going to be 24 hours of bliss. I'm going with 3 of my closest people, and I'm feeling very blessed at the moment. I feel like life's amazing. I'm feeling on top form, on cloud 9, and I'm a very happy girlie. However, the main purpose of this trip is for Instagram content, which obviously means portrait content, and obviously I'm going to be showing you guys as much as I can on YouTube, filming as much as I can in landscape. However, there is a particular person on this trip who I haven't vlogged in front of before, and I do actually get the vlogging fear. Obviously on my own, so totally fine. In front of friends that I've filmed in front of a good few times, fine, but I get like a nervous stutter the first few times I film in front of someone. Obviously I then get embarrassed, get more of a stutter, and I'm not quite ready for that yet, I don't think. I mean, we'll find out. I may end up being fine, but there might not be that much talking. Do you think that's probably my sign to finish my waffle and finish my intro into the next part of this video, which is at Bovey Castle, and I can't wait to take you guys with me. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, head over to my Instagram. I'll leave it linked here, and it's always in the description box as well. So if ever you want to follow me on any of my other social accounts and everything, as well as any links, anything I'm wearing, anything I'm doing, everything is always in the description box, just so it's super easy for you all to find. But yeah, I will see you all when we get there, and I'm sending lots of love. Also, just for reference, I was not kidding when I say I have 3 stuffed bags, like full to the absolute brim, for 24 hours.
Like humble moment, the targets for the Olympians are twice as far away as those ones we're shooting at right now. They're bows, so the ones I've given you.
I have all of 5 minutes to get ready, which is just wonderful. And you may have seen that we played tennis in the tipping down rain, so I dread to think what my hair is going to look like when I take it down from here. I just had a super quick shower and I'm redoing my face, which is maybe a bit of a bad idea. Seeing as we're running out of time for dinner. Everybody, I am just here in my robe. I won't show you my slippers because you'll see my trotters, but I have a massage booked all for myself. If I feel a bit selfish doing it, I am going to love every single second. So, just managed to find the spa and I'm going to show you guys inside. I'm about to have something called a drift-away massage, which I'm very, very looking forward to. Even though it's raining outside, I think it's kind of perfect because it's so cozy and we're just having the most loveliest, chillest time in the world. So anyway, spa time. Total new woman. We are going to be spending the day together. It's a day in the life, equestrian edition. And I know a lot of my content recently hasn't been majorly equestrian, and I know a lot of my followers have, you know, begun with me in my journey when I began in the equestrian world. I've gone through a little bit of a rebrand, haven't I? Where I'm definitely incorporating a lot more of my day-to-day life and my lifestyle, which does incorporate a lot of different things aside from just equestrian. But I've also been doing my horses myself for the last year. I say horses, obviously I've recently sold Truly, but you know, realistically I've been doing my horses for the last year in DIY livery. I have some news to share, and I know the first thing a lot of you are going to be like is, oh, again, I'm moving yards. Now, if you've been keeping up to date with my videos over the last couple of months, I have been saying that I need to go back onto full livery. Also, if you've been keeping up to date on my channel, you would have seen that recently I have downsized and I now only have Ringo. My gorgeous princess pony, Truly Scrumptious, to the most incredible home ever, purely because I have no time. And my goodness, however much of a heartbreaking decision it was for me, that pony is so loved and is so happy in her new home. Honestly, I cry most days watching their Instagram stories, just seeing how loved and how happy she is and how much I definitely did make the right decision. Backstory, I am an equestrian and I have been a horse girl, well, before I was born, basically. And I lived a very competitive life in the equestrian world up until the age of 16. I competed showing and dressage. I've never been brave, never really jumped. This is just everything in a nutshell. I have explained everything a lot more clearly in previous Q&As, etc. From the age that obviously I was old enough to be able to help muck out, etc. up until the age of 16, I did my horses at home with my mum every single day for, you know, that period of time. At 16, I decided that enough was enough. I'd fallen out of love with the competitive side. Even though I grew up being very competitive, it was never my dream to be competitive. I always just wanted to enjoy the hobby, and I didn't ever really enjoy the lifestyle side of things. And I think it was just purely because it was so competitive and Mum always really wanted me to be the best. There's always a lot of pressure and I fell out of love with it. So from about the age of 16 up until about 19, maybe 20, I didn't do horses. I'd moved out from home and I just didn't want to be involved. Now, luckily my mum never sold Ringo and she looked after him at home. And of course, eventually, you know, if you're once a horse girl, you're always going to be a horse girl. And eventually I got out of my sort of, you know, crazy teenage phase, and I really missed having the responsibility of a horse. I really missed the wholesomeness of a horse, and just there's no bond quite like the bond that you hold with a horse. I missed it. So from that moment, I went into full livery, and I was in full livery all the way up until last year, and I've been in 3 full livery yards. 3, I think. I think it's 3, but obviously since I've started YouTube, it seems like it's been quite a lot in the most recent years, if that makes sense. And so last August, I moved into DIY livery and I started doing my horses myself for the first time in a very long time. And I've done it for a year. I was very proud of myself for doing it for a year because although I'm horsey, I'm not horsey. And there is a difference between loving the lifestyle and loving the hobby. Some people live and breathe for every single second of being a horse owner, and other people, maybe like myself, love the hobby. They love brushing their horses, they love riding their horses, but the day-to-day graft, and I will hold my hands up, I know this is total first world problems, but the normal day-to-day graft just doesn't bring that much pleasure. And I know even the people that live and breathe it and do it every day and enjoy doing it every other day and enjoy doing it every day, they also do get those days when it's tipping it down outside, it's freezing cold, or it's Christmas Day, and you just think, oh, why did I do this? So I actually have loved being in DIY livery. I really have. I have actually loved the everyday, and of course there were sides of this day where I was thinking, oh God, it's tipping it down. Oh God, I'm so busy, I haven't got the time, but I have to make the time. Oh God, I'm so cold, or I need to go out afterwards and I'm now covered in hay, or I'm walking hay through the house every single day. And that is one thing I'm really looking forward to, is not bringing in a hay net in with me every single day on my socks. But I have really loved it, I really have. And the bond that I built with, obviously at the time my horses, but obviously now with Ringo again, is totally unbreakable. It is totally unmatched, and I genuinely have loved it. However, being a busy bee, like the majority of us are as we get older and we have different responsibilities, different wants in life, different things to do, I haven't found myself riding. And that is the part of the sport and the hobby that I love. I haven't competed, I haven't had lessons, I genuinely really have hardly ridden. Like obviously I have ridden, but by the time I've mucked out, by the time I'm covered in soaked hay net, by the time I've done this, that and the other, I then have to go and work, or making money and earning a living so that I can keep my horses, or I've got to do this, or I've got to do that, or I've got to do the other, or I've just genuinely run out of the energy to then think, now I need to tack up and ride. And as I say, that is the part of the hobby that I love. I'm also currently spending as much money in DIY if I'm wanting the odd day off and the odd, type person to come in and help me, to what I would be spending on full livery, especially by the time you've incorporated the price of getting your hay or your haylage in, your bedding in, your feed in, etc. It is the same price as being in full livery. Again, the plus side is if I'm in full livery, I can have a Sunday morning lie-in, I can have Christmas Day off, I can go on holiday without having to think I need to find somebody reliable and somebody that I trust to look after my horses, so I can have a stress-free time. And also then the price of the holiday is doubled near enough because I've got to find somebody that can cover in every day, twice a day. I definitely think sometimes people overlook how much of a responsibility sort of owning horses are, and I think if you're somebody watching this thinking, I'm really wanting to buy a horse, I'm really wanting to, really get into horse riding, etc, etc. There's a lot more work than owning a dog or owning a cat. Like, it is a twice a day responsibility, 365 days of the week. You can't have a day off just because it's raining, you can't have a day off because there's a thunderstorm or because it's Christmas Day or because it's, your birthday. They complete 365 day of the year responsibility. I've also definitely found as well, since doing it myself and being in DIY, I struggle to actually take time off, partly through feeling guilty for taking a day off, and also, as I briefly mentioned a second ago, is finding somebody that you can actually trust to do it yourself, especially when you are doing it yourself. Like, it's different when you're giving the responsibility over to, for example, a livery yard or anything like that. When you're doing it yourself, it's a personal responsibility, and because you've built that bond with your horses as well, you take everything a lot more personally as well. It's a really weird dynamic to go from one to the other. I've definitely noticed such a big difference from doing one to the other. Also as well, I am in a very expensive DIY yard, and that is obviously just due to location. So Ringo is currently in the heart of the New Forest, and it is incredible, and oh my gosh, I'm going to miss being there so much. I'm leaving on the best terms, that there's nothing that's gone wrong at all. It is the most incredible yard, it's the most incredible location. There is no road work if you're wanting to hack. Like, you literally leave the stable yard and you're on a private gravel track that is the New Forest. And you can go left, right, north, south, east, west, New Forest, miles and miles, hours and hours of just purely blissful, gorgeous hacking. So I am paying, the price for being in that incredible location, and I can't actually enjoy that location with owning Ringo. Now Ringo, if you've been following me for a while, he is the cutest boy in the world, he's the best boy in the world, but he does have his moments. He is a stallion, and he will go on a hack and he will see the loose New Forest horses, he'll be nappy, he won't do anything like naughty like by nappy, but he will just be stubborn. He'll stand still, will not move, you can't do anything to make him move, and he'll start calling for the mares, and the mares start coming over to you, and he won't move. So I actually haven't been able to enjoy the gorgeous location and the hacking that obviously I'm paying for in order to be there. So again, if I'm paying the same amount as what I would be if I was in full livery, by the time you incorporate the price of hay and feed and all those other kinds of things, then why wouldn't you go into full livery? Well, I have been, the yard I'm going to, I'm so excited, and I've actually been wanting to get into this yard now, obviously, since I've been saying to you guys that I'm definitely considering going back into full livery again, just purely because of time reasons, etc. I've been trying to get in there for a couple of months and they don't have a space, which is a really good thing, which of course speaks volumes on the yard that I'm going to. It's really difficult to get in there because once you're in, nobody ever wants to leave. I phoned up a couple of months ago and they were totally full and said that basically nobody was due to leave and it's very difficult to get in there. I've been praying, I've been manifesting, and the main reason that I have been doing this as well before even seeing the yard is knowing that it has an indoor arena, which I'm so excited for. Being a fair weather girly, it means I can ride all year round without any excuse of the weather. I phoned up again last week and they had a space available, and so I jumped in my car, raced down there, had a look, fell in love and booked Ringo in for the 1st of August, which is the day that we're moving. And this time round, I've done my due diligence because I'm a very easy livery to have, especially in full livery. So long as my horse has ad lib hay and gets good turnout. That's all I want, that's all I ask for. It's not a lot to ask for, but obviously different people have different opinions. They also have different ways of doing things. I've really done my due diligence this time round. I phoned people that have worked there before, people that have been there before. The only reason that they have a space is a horse in the yard is being sold. I've been brought up very old-fashionedly and, you know, with the information that horses should always have access to food. They should be grazing 24/7 to avoid things like ulcers, and regardless of even things like that, a fed horse is a happy horse, and I don't want to be dealing with RC horses that are hungry and not fed. So that's my only big asks and wants, and that's, you know, the only reason that I've ever sort of left livery yards in the past is that my needs for my horses, you know, I felt haven't been met in the past, and so that's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to go on to DIY and take control, and then I don't have to bank on other people or rely on other people to do, you know, the job that I want done for my horses basically. But I just don't have the time, and I want to be young. I'm 26. I do want to be a little bit selfish with my time. I do want to have to, I do want to be able to book a holiday without thinking, oh, I now need to find someone to look after my horse, or oh no, I'm really sorry, I can't go on that holiday next week because it's just a little bit too short notice. I can't find anybody to look after Ringo. But I also do still want to enjoy my horse and have my horse and love the life that I have with my horse and have both. And I'm very much a believer in, if you can change something in your life, which works out for everybody that's involved in this situational change, and it adds more value to your life, and it adds a higher value of life to your life. Does that make sense? And basically, if you can change something comfortably and it doesn't affect anybody else around you, then why wouldn't you change it? Also as well, going back into full livery now, I know how much he eats, I know how much turnout he needs, and I can go and deliver all of that information to the new livery yard, and then I don't need to worry if he's getting enough hay. I don't need to worry that he's sat in the stable all day without food because I know exactly how much turnout he's getting, and all those kinds of things. And honestly as well, how I did Vlogmas last year while doing 2 horses DIY like that, I will never know. And also the yard where I'm at does have rules, and the horses did need to be in at 4 o'clock every day in the winter. How I did it, I will never ever know. So work life, personal life, social life, everything is just going to be so much better having my horses back in, back in full livery. I'm still getting used to saying horse instead of horses. It's a really exciting time. It's a gorgeous place. There is an indoor arena, there's an outdoor arena, there's a horse walker. I'm going to be riding more again, there's going to be more riding content, there's going to be competition content, and I know my account recently has been a lot more sort of incorporating every sort of factor in my life, but going forward now where I'm not doing my horses every single day, I'm going to have so much more time to create content with my horse. So there's probably going to be a lot more equestrian content coming into my videos again as well, and as I say, as well as competition vlogs and showing you guys lots more behind the scenes with my horse. I just really miss the everyday love of the hobby and the sport, and there's enough to do just through riding and grooming and all those kinds of things, let alone, you know, fully taking the responsibility of looking after a horse yourself. And I do think it's different if you have your horses at home. I'm still having to drive 12 minutes, or, you know, 12 minutes with no traffic. So, you know, on days where there is more traffic, it sometimes takes me 45 minutes sometimes to get to the yard, or it has done in the past once or twice. But I'm still driving that far away to then do my horses and then drive back again. And again, it's still just taking up chunks of time in my day, which I'm a busy girly and I really do need my time, and I really want my time that I do have to spend actually with my horse as opposed to doing my horse, if that makes sense. So it's a really good move, and I know that I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I, you know, have chosen to put my life online, and it is something that, you know, when I do something like this and I do move my horse and I do something differently, I do need to publicise it online, you know what I mean? I do genuinely love keeping you all up to date with my life and what I'm doing, and of course there's going to be opinions, and some people are not going to be keen on the idea that I'm moving back into full livery, especially because I want to, you know, live my life again and enjoy the hobby as opposed to the day-to-day graft. It's so important to live our lives for ourselves and to live the every single day, and if change, as I said, encourages good things for everything and everybody involved, then why wouldn't you change it? And I'm personally someone that doesn't fear change. In fact, I actually quite enjoy change. Ringo's my baby, he's so happy, he's so loved, and wherever he goes going forward, I am 100% doing my due diligence, and I am making sure that he comes first, and he is going to be, I mean, he's so happy, he's the happiest horse in the world, and he's happy wherever he goes. He settles in everywhere he goes as well, so quickly and so easily. He really is the best boy in the whole entire world. But he is going to see so much more of me this way. Obviously he sees me every day, twice a day, but I'm in a rush or I'm busy, or, you know, I need to just pop him in the field and then muck him out. So actually our day-to-day quality time, our quality time is a lot less in me doing him every day, which I know doesn't make sense, but if I'm going up a few times a week to ride, I'm spending half an hour grooming him and talking to him and giving him actual quality time and riding time and one-on-one time, as opposed to just changing his rug quickly, popping him out in the field and then bringing him back in the evening, if that makes sense. It's also not a rush decision, and obviously I told you guys and have been telling you guys for the last like 2-3 months that I am definitely, you know, considering moving back into full livery, because I just genuinely don't have enough time in the day, and especially as we're going back, you know, back towards the winter now and the days become a lot shorter. I do want to be a lot busier in life. I'm really busy as it is, but I want to be a lot busier, and currently I haven't got the time to be busier, so I have needed to buy back my time a little bit. I really have been waiting for the perfect place to go. Like, as I say, this isn't a rush decision. I've been wanting to get into this place for a really long time. I'm leaving on the best terms with where I am at the moment. I can return whenever I want to, and I've loved every single second, and there is so much that I will miss, and actually I will be really sad in some ways as well, because I've had some of the best times with my, you know, obviously Ringo, but at the time when I had horses and I had Truly as well, some of the best times ever there. It really has been so wonderful, and obviously the dogs have been able to come up with me, but also another bonus of where I'm going is the dogs can come with me too, and there's loads of dog walking. There's also, what I haven't mentioned about the new place, is there's 80 acres of on-site hacking. So Ringo and I can hack because he loves hacking, like it's his favourite thing in the world. He's just a bit of a naughty boy when it comes to sort of outward hacking, whereas there's 80 acres of land. It's in a great location as well, where it's super close to venues for competing. It's closer to trainers that I used to train with back when I, you know, was competing. I haven't competed in such a long time. I do feel really bad that I just haven't been riding as much as what I should be. But again, when you haven't got the time to do both, it's so difficult to juggle and decide everything in life. So I really hope that you guys can be on board and supportive and happy with me in this decision and in this new chapter. There is going to be so much more equestrian content coming out of this as well. You're going to be riding with me a lot more often as well. We're going to be competing more, and we're just going to be really enjoying the hobby so much more, and I'm really excited. So thank you for sitting through my waffle. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and watching us move yard. I'm going to give you a little bit of a yard tour, show you everything of where we're going, obviously. Good morning, everybody. It is real time. It's Monday morning, and I've just been in, got Ringo some more bits and pieces, and he does need a couple of like newer bits, especially now, because where he's moving to, he's not going to get sweet itch, and I'm not sure if I said that in my previous waffle, but obviously where he is at the moment, he does suffer really badly with sweet itch. Also, all I've got is a new summer weight turnout for the rain with a hood. A new grooming bag. This is also Lemire. Everything's Lemire actually, but I really like the fact that this is like a little tote bag. It's just really easy to carry around, which I really like. And then just some dressage boots as well for his training. Anyway, also excuses day to me this morning. It's early and it's Monday and it's just, it's not the one. Where he is at the moment, he is next to a pond. There's loads of flies all the time, and he does really suffer with his sweet itch. So where he's going, there's no water nearby at all, which is really exciting for him, bless his heart. But yeah, I feel differently to how I did when I first filmed this intro about a week or so ago, just purely because obviously it's really bittersweet. I love where we are, like I love where he's been for the last year, and obviously, you know, I've got all the memories of Truly there as well, and oh gosh, I miss her so much. But she is just, it's like an update on her, she is the happiest girl in the world and has the best new owners just ever. I couldn't have wished for anything better. But yeah, I'm really sad to leave. I'm really sad to not be doing my horses myself anymore as well. When I went to the new yard to have a look around, they said, oh, people really struggle, you know, know, going from DIY to full livery, and I was like, no, I don't think I will, like I'm ready, like I'm really ready to hand over the reins as such. And now this morning I'm like, oh god, my baby, like, oh, I have really loved it, and I really have loved it. And if I had all of the time in the world, wouldn't be a problem. And or if I had, you know, the room and the capacity to have my horses at home, or horse now at home. Again, so different because it's on your doorstep and it just fits into your life. And this is going to sound bad, but I'm a lot more horsey and a lot more keen if I've got people around me and I've got people to sort of enjoy the whole experience. I miss being able to go to the yard and talk about Love Island. That side of it really feeds my fire, and that's again something I've really missed. In the same breath, I have loved the peace and the quiet and just the whole calmness of, you know, where I have been. And I'm still such good friends with the lady who owns it. She looks after my doggies for me whenever I'm going away, or I just haven't got the time, and I feel really sad about that this morning because I'm just, I don't know, however much I don't fear change, I feel like when it's sort of coming straight at you, like, oh god. And also I'm the responsible, like taking the responsibility of somebody that doesn't have a voice to say yes or no as well, and you know, want to be doing what's best for them, and that you can only do what you think's best for them, but you're like, oh god, I hope he likes it, and I hope he's going to be happy. But he is the easiest pony in the world, and he will be so happy. But so anyway, my gorgeous friends Chanel and Willow are going to be coming to help me today. You'd have met Willow so many times on my channel in the past. I get all my bits together, I need a cup of tea, and then it's time to go and sort my life out. I've also got so much stuff there because obviously I've been doing it totally myself there. So I'm going to do, I think, 2 loads. I'm not sure whether to do him first and then come back and sort all the stuff out that I don't need there, or to do all the stuff I don't need first and then come back, grab him, the stuff, etc. Really want to ride today as well and just have like a walk around the arena as well, just so he's had like a little bit of something so he settles in a bit quicker. And I think I might even give him a bath because we haven't had hot water in over a year, and he hates water as it is, let alone cold water, so he hasn't had like a proper bath in nearly a year, which would honestly just have the biggest sprat attack ever if I was to put cold water anywhere near him. So I just haven't, because he's a little drama queen. We love him, but he's a little drama queen. But anyway, come with me as we move Dingo to the new yard. Are you bathed and ready to go? Look how beautiful you are. Oh my goodness. Mister, I am just the most handsomest boy in the whole entire world. You had a pamper session. Do you love a pamper? You do, don't you? Guys, he looks so handsome. Just giving him a quick bath here actually. He didn't like it because it was in the cold, but I thought actually I don't really want him turning up filthy, so he's now squeaky clean. I just got to brush through his tail. Got the stuffs with me here, and then we're good to go. My princess boy. Hey, so handsome, so handsome. You are the most handsomest boy in the world. Bye, Ringo. You won't miss it here. We've had the best time.
Oh, look at his face.
Yeah, he is the best.
Oh. He's the best little stallion, isn't he?
He's going to leave a mess before he goes. Don't worry, Auntie Cherry. Don't watch it,
We'll be back and tidy that up.
we will.
You have to go help with the ramp.
Good boy.
Alright, Jerry.
Good boy. Where are you going? Oh, good boy. Okey dokey. See you later, Papa. See you later.
He never does anything. Yes, and on camera.
everybody, it is a brand new day and my car is currently saying it's 36 degrees. And I want to actually apologise firstly by not having a video go live last Sunday, the Sunday that's just gone beforehand. I feel like it's such a weird thing. This isn't like a feel sorry for me sympathy thing like at all. I love my job and I wouldn't change it for the whole entire world. I love what I do. But when you work for yourself, and I don't know if it's for every industry, but specifically for this industry, because even when we do go on holiday, specifically for YouTubers, we will still vlog our time, we will still we'll still capture our moments, etc. There's always an opportunity for content, and it's very rare for me to ever miss an upload or do anything like that. And this weekend, I had totally off. I took the occasional Instagram story. I think I had 2 Instagram stories go up all weekend. And it's so weird because I feel so guilty, even though realistically that was a holiday. A majority of people that aren't self-employed do get their weekends off. They do get a set amount of holidays, like holiday days a year for it. So I woke up yesterday morning, which is Monday, with the most incredible amount of guilt of, oh my gosh, I've had a few days away and I've missed an upload. And even though I say I had like the weekend off, it was a weekend where I literally didn't sit still for 2 seconds. So it wasn't even like a holiday / chilled weekend, if that makes sense. I do want to apologise. However, having the last 24 hours as well, definitely taken more of a chilled approach and just kind of seen the fact that that was holiday, and it's totally fine to have a couple of days off and, miss the odd upload as well. So I'm very, very sorry to have not performed my duty as such on Sunday. However, saying that, things will work out for the best because today's video was supposed to be a day in the life, equestrian style, and I've actually decided to move last week's video and this week's video together. Because yesterday moving Ringo, don't get me wrong, he was perfect, zero stress on that side whatsoever. It was just the most busiest, full-on, really non-aesthetic day ever, because obviously moving him was the easy part, getting him on the lorry, moving him, doing all that kind of stuff. Honestly, so grateful to both Chanel and to Willow, because there is no way I could have done yesterday on my own. I'd still be here, like I'd have still been there 3 days later. I genuinely didn't think I had as much stuff as what I actually do / did. And the spiders, I couldn't deal. So I left them in charge of spiders, etc. as I cleaned out his stable, poo-picked his field and gave him a bath before leaving. Bless them, they said the size of the spiders were just horrendous. So I'm so glad that they did that. So today has finally been a catch-up day, and my gosh, what a catch-up day. I also had a handyman come into the house this morning because I had some painting that needed to be done, some gardening, I had a mirror to hang up, etc, etc, and it was one of those days where I really needed it done, but also really didn't need the distraction of having like questions and, oh, can you go and get me a different paintbrush from the paint place or whatever. And obviously I was like, oh yeah, of course I can, thinking I just have no time, as I'm in London tomorrow and Thursday. I've then got the races on Friday and things happening all weekend as well. So it really couldn't have come at a better time moving Ringo, because I'm not home. And as I said at the beginning of the Ringo part of this vlog, it is difficult when you are doing your horses yourself to find reliable people to help you that, actually turn up and actually do what you need them to do. Because when you're away, and there's literally, nothing that you can do about it. So anyway, I am going to stop waffling on and I'm going to finish this video here. I want to say the biggest thank you to all of you that watch my videos, and just once again say I'd be so grateful if you were to subscribe and click the like button if you did enjoy this video. If I can ever link anything, it's always in the description of my other social platforms as well, always in the description box for you guys. I'm so grateful for the support, and I'm actually so grateful as well for the amount of messages that I had asking me why I was, unpresent on YouTube last week as well. It means the absolute world to me that you guys are all checking in and notice when I don't upload. It really does mean a lot. We're a small community, but we're the best community, and I'm so grateful to have the most wonderful Sunday. I don't know whether the heat wave is still going to be here at this point of time, because it is the UK and we can go from like 15 degrees to 30 degrees overnight. But I'm sending you all so much love, and I'll see you next Sunday for a very jam-packed, fun and full week in the life. So I will see you guys then. Have the best day.